You wake up at 35, drowning in debt, stuck in a job you hate, and wondering, where did all my money go? Here's the hard truth. Your 20s can make you wealthy or trap you in a cycle of financial stress for decades. And the worst part? Most people don't even realize they're making mistakes until it's too late. Let's get started. Point number 1. Living paycheck to paycheck. Picture this. You get paid on Friday, you celebrate with dinner, drinks, maybe a little shopping. By Monday, you're already wondering how you'll make it to the next paycheck. Over 60% of Americans live this way. They earn, they spend, and they repeat, without ever building wealth. The problem isn't just low income, it's high lifestyle inflation. Every time you get a raise, your expenses magically increase. A better apartment, a nicer car, fancier nights out, and before you know it, you're just as broke as before. So, how do you escape this trap? Step 1. Pay yourself first. Before you spend a dime, put money into savings and investments. Automate it if you have to. Step 2. Build an emergency fund. At least 3 to 6 months worth of expenses, so life's unexpected surprises don't send you spiraling into debt. And step 3? Well, let's talk about that in the next mistake, because it's the silent killer of financial success. Point number 2. Ignoring high-interest debt. Imagine trying to fill a bucket with water, but there's a giant hole at the bottom. No matter how much you pour in, it just disappears. That's what debt does to your finances. Credit cards, payday loans, buy now, pay later schemes, they seem harmless at first. But with interest rates as high as 20 to 30%, they're designed to trap you. A $2,000 credit card balance can balloon into $10,000 if you only make minimum payments. And guess what? Banks love people who do that, because you're their business model. So here's the rule. If your debt is charging more than 7 to 8% interest, pay it off fast. Attack it like your financial future depends on it, because it does. And if you're thinking, but I need a credit card for emergencies, that brings us to the next mistake. Point number 3. Relying on credit instead of cash. Quick question. If you lost your job tomorrow, how long could you survive without using a credit card? For most people, the answer is not long. Why? Because they've never built the one thing that separates the wealthy from the struggling: liquid cash reserves. A credit card is not an emergency fund. It's a high-interest loan disguised as help. Real financial security comes from having your own money set aside, so you don't have to panic every time life throws a curveball. And if you think, I'll start saving when I make more money, you might be making the next big mistake. Point number 4. Waiting too long to invest. Let's play a little game. Would you rather A. Start investing $200 a month at age 22 and retire with $1.2 million. Or B. Wait until 35 and invest double that, $400 a month, but only end up with $600,000. Same amount invested, half the wealth. Why? Because time is your greatest asset. The longer your money stays invested, the more it grows, thanks to compound interest, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars in potential wealth. So, where do you start? If your employer offers a 401k match, take it. It's free money. Open a Roth IRA. Your future self will thank you for those tax-free gains. And if you're feeling bold, start investing in index funds. They're one of the safest ways to grow wealth over time. The point is, start now. Because the longer you wait, the harder it gets to catch up. And that brings us to mistake number 5, the one that even smart people fall for. Point number 5, chasing quick money schemes. Picture this. You see an ad promising you can turn $500 into $50,000 in just a month. Sounds exciting, right? Scammers know this, and that's why they thrive on people looking for shortcuts. Crypto, pump and dumps, day trading, MLMs, and get-rich-quick courses. They all have one thing in common. They prey on your impatience. Here's the truth. Wealth isn't built overnight. It's built through consistent, smart financial decisions over time. The real rich? They invest in skills, businesses, and assets that grow over decades, not lottery tickets disguised as investments. So, before you throw your money at the next hot opportunity, ask yourself, is this a proven path or just another trap? Because that decision could be the difference between long-term wealth and losing everything. So, let's recap. The biggest financial mistakes to avoid in your 20s. 1. Living paycheck to paycheck. 2. Ignoring high-interest debt. 3. Relying on credit instead of cash. 4. Waiting too long to invest. 5. Chasing get-rich-quick schemes. Now, you have two choices. You can ignore this and keep making the same mistakes, or you can take action today, so your future self thanks you instead of resenting you. If this video helped you, like, subscribe, and share it with anyone who needs this advice. Because financial freedom isn't just for lucky people. It's for anyone who makes the right choices, starting now. See you in the next video.